Civilization 6 is complicated. It's a turn-based strategy game, so what was I expecting? Having no idea about the other 5 games, I had a lot of catching up to do. To the tutorial! A nice lady holds your hand throughout the process. Found cities, construct buildings in the cities, you get the idea. When your advisor finally releases her iron grip from your sweaty palm, you can focus on actually winning the war. By the way, you can save your progress during the tutorial, so I suggest you do this quickly. Just amass a large army and assault your rival leader's main city all at once to finish. This is the easiest and only way to win for me, but there's other ways if you have a lot of time and patience, which I don't. These include religion, science, culture, or having the best score when all the time periods have passed. In the main game, you choose a leader with an ability that matches your playstyle. If you're new, keep the advisor on civilization and the difficulty low. I like to make the map dual size, which is the smallest one. Any bigger and it takes too long to find all the leaders. Tiny and small are not as advertised. I also maxed out the competitive AI players in cities. You can even change the terrain you play on if you want a different style of play. Don't change the time period. Ancient is simplest and best. I tried Information Age and immediately I was given too much to juggle, so I just quit. There's no story mode here, which is a shame. That probably would have made me more eager to play the game. It's a play and create your own legacy type of thing. You start the game basically with what you learned from the tutorial. Don't be afraid to look up a beginner's guide. Your advisor will continue to explain things as you go. The game doesn't exactly convert explanations into layman's terms. Every time I play it, I feel like I'm studying a course on real life civilization. The first thing I always do is train a scout to survey the area for barbarians, stupid troublemakers, leaders, and cities. My strategy, which may not be the right way to play, is to create as many cities as possible so other players have few options to build theirs. I also built a small army to keep those pesky barbarians at bay and steal their camps so they can't respawn. Another leader will have problems when I'm close to their turf, but me focusing on my energy on combat and them focusing on silly things like feeding their people, they're in no position to complain. Once I am satisfied with these numbers, I attack the leader's main base and take all their possessions. Next, I build a boat at the city beside the sea and set off to find other leaders as victims. Well, I'm pretty much the Adolf Hitler of this game. If you want to play properly, it's important to try and work with all the leaders you meet and keep them sweet. They appear as angels, but all of them have hidden agendas, meaning if you let your guard down too much, they'll eventually overstep their boundaries, like an overly excited boyfriend. Civilization 6 places too much emphasis on building various districts and maintaining the population's happiness, rather than actually trying to win a war. I read online older games were less complicated and had less busy work. This reminds me of the same problem Yu-Gi-Oh has, where it's been running for so long, the only way it can stay relevant is to overcomplicate the game by adding more and more rules as time goes on. That said, after a while I felt myself getting hooked and the hours flew past very quickly. That's the sign of a great game. Each of the leaders are cartoony as well as animated with their own personalities and body language. I'm not a historian, but I like how they are portrayed here based on what I know, which is limited. Civilization 6, I never played it to the end. I got more enjoyment starting a game from scratch, just building my things early and attacking enemies. It got a bit boring in the long run because the game increases the amount of things you have to do, so I'm not going to give it a score. It is amazing in what it does. Even if it's not for me, I still got enjoyment out of it. It's got me curious to try the older Civilization games and see how they compare. Maybe I'll get more into those games since they're supposedly simpler. Hello guys, hope you're having a fantastic day. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe for more videos. Bye!